We're here today on RealAgriculture.com for the beef market update with Ann Dunford. Today we're speaking with Ann, and she is live at the Calgary Stampede. Welcome today, Ann.
Well, thanks, Sean.
Ann, you're at the, as I mentioned, you're at the Stampede. A lot of people think of the Stampede, as the fair and some of the stuff that goes on in that regard. But really, the Stampede is still a big representation, or is still a big fabric of Canadian agriculture. You spent some time at the rodeo. You spent some time in the international room. What have been some of your interactions?
Well, I'm a member of the International Agriculture Committee, and so our task here during the 10 days of Stampede is basically to promote Alberta and Canadian agriculture, our industry, to visitors from elsewhere. And as you well know, and the reason you have your portion, we've got a very diverse agriculture economy in this country and province. And then on top of it all, you can't go through the Stampede, of course, without just enjoying some fun Western hospitality. So we've got a neat job, quote, in kind of quotation marks, a job here that I really enjoy doing, and you can get some really neat experiences and meet some interesting people.
So some of the people that have walked through the international room where you're hosting aren't just, of course, they're not just from Canada. What are some of the countries that have been represented, or or some of the countries people are from?
Okay. Well, yeah, you're right. First of all, Sean, just so everybody understands, you basically have to have an agricultural connection to enter the room, to kind of get a pass, if you will, to come visit and relax in our hospitality room. And the biggest groups, and this is pretty typical, there's a lot of strong farm tour groups that come from Australia, New Zealand, and the UK would be by far our largest groups that have come through. Of course, we're at day 5 now, so we're just coming into the halfway mark of the 10-day Stampede. But it's been interesting, Sean. We've had a total, I just did a quick add up, we've had a total of 29 different countries represented here since we started on Thursday. And just some samples beyond those 3 biggies that we've had, China, Russia, Bangladesh, Monaco, Philippines. It's just been amazing to visit with these people as they come through here by accident or on purpose.
And so, what is the attitude or the feelings towards Canadian agriculture from those groups? Is there anything specific?
Well, I think a couple of things right off the top are just the diverse side of it. I mean, the hospitality. I mean, that's the one thing. Of course, the Stampede and Albertans, I think, and Canadians for that matter, are well known for. And so there's lots of other big rodeos. For example, you can name some of the big ones in the U.S., and they often have these types of international hospitality rooms. But time and time again, we hear, wow, does Calgary Stampede ever do this right, and kind of put the connections together. And you'll have a table sitting with somebody from Australia chatting with somebody from Mexico about their different businesses, their agricultural businesses in their own country. So just opens doors, and people say, they walk away saying, wow, thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, and we also mentioned the rodeo. Last week there was, it was in the news big time about the animal rights activist group out of the UK that was really trying to put an end to, lobbying to put an end to the rodeo. Has that come up in discussions, or have people talked about that down at the grounds at all?
And again, remember, I'm over here in the agricultural barns directly with the committee. So I'm seeing the same stuff on the mainstream media as you are, but no, absolutely not getting those kind of comments. But again, I'm most certainly in an agricultural focused room that I think fully understands what producers in all of these countries do to maintain their industry, whether it's directly through livestock animals or whether crops or whatever. So we all know that we do a phenomenal job of it, and that's the message we've got to keep getting out to customers and consumers that are not involved directly in our industries.
For sure. And is there an opportunity down at the grounds for people that are maybe from an urban background to learn more about agriculture?
Yeah, one of the buildings that's really close to the barns here is called Activity in the City, and it specifically is for urbanites to come in and get a taste of the various different industries we have within Alberta in regards to whether it's the dairy producers, the egg producers, the Alberta beef producers, all the grain, different grain companies are represented. So there's an excellent tent right down on the grounds called, again, if you're looking for it, Activity in the City. And they do a great job both to young people, to children, give them lots of hands-on opportunity, and then super information for urban people looking to find out more about agriculture just from a broad scheme perspective.
Perfect. Well, Ann, thanks a lot for joining us today. Enjoy the rest of the Stampede, and we will talk to you in a couple weeks again.
Okay. Hope I dry out soon.
Exactly. I guess it's been pretty wet for the rodeo, eh?
It's been a wet day here today, and Chris, today we're taping is Tuesday, and it's rained here all day today. So just an absolute mud hole in the infield, and it'll be interesting to see how the Chucks make out tonight. But again, hopefully we get some better weather to finish off the week.
Well, a lot of those cowboys should be used to riding around in the mud based on the kind of the spring that we've had across Western Canada.
Well, if they've been from Western Canada, I think there's some from Houston today that maybe hadn't seen much rain. But again, it's been a wet one for sure, Sean.
Okay, Ann, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, perfect.